Each step that he's taking, a step to his soul. The passion and courage it takes to be
Acting Chief Education Officer, Mrs. Connie George, Special Education Officer and Liaison Officer for Eslyn Henley Richiez Learning Center, Mrs. Bino Thomas, Education Officer, School Psychologist, Dr. Alexander Thomas or Thomas Alexander, other distinguished guests, teachers, parents, students, other boys and girls, good afternoon. This is not the welcome, but I welcome you here this afternoon. GIS, you're no exception. And at this time, I invite Mrs. Cooper, our chairperson, to officially commence our award ceremony.
Good afternoon. May we all stand, please? Our national anthem.
bright. Oh, beautiful, magic eyes, that is, that's all of I need. Oh, beautiful, magic eyes, that is, I love you, Linda. My country, and for cigars. We are each other,
Remain standing. Dear God, we thank you for your love. We thank you for your grace. We thank you for your mercies. You are indeed a mighty God. We thank you, God, for today, a beautiful day in paradise. We thank you, God, for this graduating class as they come. They have achieved, they have studied, and they have proven. And now, God, there are time for them to reap what they have sown. We thank you, God, for everyone that is present in this graduation service. God, we ask you just to continue to bless us, continue to cover us, continue to guide our children as they move on from one milestone to another. Be their guide, be their protector, be their shield, be their defense. These mercies we ask in no other man's name, but in the mighty name of Jesus. Amen. Mrs. Lewis and class, put your hands together.
I apologize for my class, therefore I'm going to ask the other students to help me. Welcome today as we celebrate, We're glad you're here, this is really great, Welcome today as we celebrate. We're glad you're here. This is really great. Oh, welcome today. Welcome today as we celebrate.
Welcome, welcome. Put your hands together for Teacher Lewis. At this time, we're going to put our hands together as we welcome Mrs. Huggins to give opening remarks. It's okay to clap, we're in church. Thank you.
This is basically a summary of our stewardship for the 2016-2017 school year. The 2015-2016 school year ended with 15 students. With the commencement of the 2016-2017 school year, 14 students returned and there were no new entrants. Leaving us forever was 8-year-old Sequoia Colwood, who departed this life on the 12th July 2016. Let us remember that charming personality and winsome smile in a moment of silence. Of the 14 students enrolled at the school, we have 10 males and 4 females. I am unable to give you an accurate identification of our students' special needs. However, it is obvious that we may have students with autism, Down syndrome, traumatic brain injuries, speech impairment, and the various learning differences. If I were to split the biological age of our students and place them at various levels within the educational system, the breakdown will be 29% of our students are of primary education age. 21% are of junior high school age, and another 21% are of senior high school age. The remaining 29% are of college age. There are no students of the kindergarten age. However, we see potentiality in our students. We have the artist Akeem. Okay, Akeem is coming in right now. The talented musician Kadeem. The computer programmer Antonio. The major lead sports icon Shamoy. The jack of all trades Tahi. The concert singer Devon. Francisca in the hospitality industry. Liberian Tasha. Police Roy. I can go on and name something for all the other students, but let me just say the influential leader, Alicia. Students, we applaud you. The faculty and staff consist of 4 class teachers. We have Miss Malone, Mrs. Nibs Foster, Mrs. Lewis, Mrs. Christopher, who was on study leave last school year, and she's back. We also have a zone leader or a specialist teacher, Miss Alistair, and she reports to school 3 days a week. An assistant teacher, Mrs. Yunusa, but she has a class. The music teacher, Miss Klein, and she reports half an hour each week. And we also have the physical education teacher who reports 1 hour each week. A new part-time janitor, Mrs. Robin, and an outdoor custodial worker, Mr. Light. To you, my team members, I pause to say thank you for your invaluable contributions to this school. You continue to etch the school's name on the education walls in the territory. Here is a classic example. Miss Frederick is the physical education teacher of the year, 2015-2016. Although this school is not a base school, we salute you. And again, we have Miss Alistair, who captured the most exemplary teacher and special education teacher for the year in the primary division. Okay, she's unable to be here today, but we publicly salute her. We continue to value our parents. Parent of the year, Mrs. Norley, we applaud you. To the other parents, we can't do without you. And that is why we engage in Mothers and Fathers Come to School Day. And Friday, by the way, is Fathers Come to School Day. For the first time, the school has an executive PTA committee. The members are President, Ms. Tanisha Sewell, Vice President, Ms. Louise Modest, Secretary Treasurer, Mrs. Jacqueline Nibs Foster, parents, Ms. Charlene Smith and Mr. Elvis Isles, teacher, Ms. Madeline Alistair. Their tenure is only for a year. Parents, let us continue to work together. To the Ministry of Education, I interrupt my remarks to let the person who is driving GV0232, you are blocking. GV0232. The Ministry of Education, we thank you for all that you're doing and continue to do for us. Please convey that to our minister. And by the way, we apologize for his absence today due to another engagement. We partnered with you in various activities such as the International Literacy Day, Teachers Week, Reading is Fun Week, Culture Week, and so on. The school also engaged in other activities. This afternoon we have a presentation, The Year in Review, which will capture some of the events. And this time I want to thank Mrs. Nims Foster and Miss Bria Smith from GIS for putting the video together. I will, however, though, hasten to highlight a few. We had a total of 20 field trips for the year. The Christmas concert, coordinated by Mrs. Nims Foster. The Spelling Bee and General Knowledge quiz, coordinated by Mrs. Lewis. The Inter-Primary School and Inter-House Sports, coordinated by Ms. Malone. We also engage in weekly culinary and cooking activities, coordinated by Ms. Malone and Teacher Sally. The various clubs, computer, sewing, drama, theater, gardening, etc. Our monthly Teachers' Prayer Breakfast is another activity that we engage in. We included other churches and educators to petition God on our behalf. We want to thank Ms. Lewis and Ms. Malone for the work that they have been doing. And we also want to thank Pastor Myron Stephen for supporting us in this venture. We have a vibrant garden club coordinated by Mrs. Christopher and Mrs. Lewis. We continue to foster community support, and we want to show our appreciation as well. Appleby, who sponsors our garden initiative. Sister Vita and Mr. Renald Fraser for their continued support and services. Morans Onis for their contributions. Mrs. Portia Harrigan and her ECAM team for engaging our students in a 2-week art and craft workshop. We also have organizations such as the Lions Club, Rotary, Interact clubs, the Bank Association, Digicel, Deloitte, Sunsail, BVI Red Cross, staff from Safe Haven, the Family Support Network, Social Development, Mrs. Didi George, that's the family of the late Eslyn Henley Richiez, Police Ash, Mr. Gregory Smith, and His Excellency the Governor, Mr. John Duncan. We thank them for their donations and contributions to the school. We also foster relationships with other schools. So to Enos Scatliff, Ebenezer Thomas, Enos Adams, and Althea Scatliff, we want to say thank you One of our highlights is Kadim, fitting into the Alter Scatliff drum corps. Our closest school comrade this year was Cedar International School. Their students introduced soccer skills. They attended our sports day. They included us in their Fruit Friday project, and they also served lunch. And our students visited their classroom, participated in their classroom activities, played on their basketball court with their PE teacher. So we really had a great relationship too. And also the Autism Center. We work hand in hand. One of our greatest achievements in this is teaching and learning. Catering, as you have heard, for all levels on the education spectrum. The Virgin Islands curriculum is our guide. However, even up to grade 2 the grade 2 curriculum is a challenge. Students are here to learn, and we need to equip them to face the future. Therefore, we have to infuse other programs that will make teaching and learning meaningful. And one such program is the Eslyn program, which is a UK-based program that makes the curriculum, any curriculum, comes alive. Our students were engaged in 2 courses. Some took the New Horizon and others took Transition Challenge. Samples of the students' work were sent to England, and we are happy to report that all the students who took the New Horizon, they were successful. And this afternoon, they will be rewarded with their certificates, both internal and external certificates. And the external certificates have the transcript to the back. At the back table behind, we have a display of the program. In a few days' time, 3 students will be doing their moderation for the Transition Challenge. Their work will be sent to England, and we are confident that they're going to be successful. So in advance, we want to applaud you. This report may sound like all is well at Eslyn Henley Richiez Learning Center. However, we have learned to make lemonade with the lemons that are thrown at us. But there must come a time when we have to really save this next generation of special education students with special educational needs. For instance, we are giving to society students who are still in need of therapy, such as speech, occupational therapy, physical therapy, counselors, a new and better building outfitted with the state-of-the-art equipment that will gear their education needs. And we also are looking for persons or business persons who will employ our students so that they can earn a living and live independently. We are using water to make wine. I'm not saying it is Jesus' wine, but we are making wine. We are stretching our little loaf and bread. In other words, we are using all that we have to make life at Eslyn Henley really meaningful. And for this, with all of us on board, the Ministry of Education, our parents, our teachers, our students, the public, the other organization, all our stakeholders, we want to say thank you for making Eslyn Henley for what it is, and we look forward for a more productive school year next time.
it's okay to clap, so give Principal Hawkins another thank you, thank you. At this time, I would like to take this pleasure to welcome on stage Special Education Officer, Ms. C. Thomas, as she gives her remarks.
I recognize the program protocol, but would like to still acknowledge our Chief Education Officer, Mrs. Connie George, as well as all other education officers present, and of course, Principal of Eslyn Henley, Ms. Vansittart Huggins, and all teachers, parents, and students of the Eslyn Henley Richiez Learning Center. I am a firm believer that education is the right of every human being because when everything else in life changes, education remains steadfast. And this belief is supported by the great Albert Einstein, who famously stated, "Education is what remains after one has forgotten what one has learned in school." Today, we are here to give recognition to the students of the Eslyn Henley Richiez Learning Center for their hard work throughout this school year. Your presence here is proof that here in the Virgin Islands, we all agree with Albert Einstein and also agree that education is every child's right. Last year, we challenged the system by introducing more in-depth assessments of students, intervention services, and efforts toward a more customized approach to individual needs, leading to the development of individualized education plans, IEPs, as well as the reintroduction of speech and language therapy. Thanks to our educators who adopted and executed those initiatives with eagerness and passion. However, while there is much more to be done, and in the true spirit of progress, this year we have been able to make additional changes to include the introduction of zone leaders, as Ms. Huggins mentioned earlier, which are essentially itinerant special education teachers who provide structured support to students in schools and support to students at the secondary level who are experiencing emotional and behavioral challenges. The mandate to revolutionize special education in the territory has been a demanding one, but I am grateful to be working with a team and community that value the necessity of an education. With the changes and the day-to-day challenges, you have stayed the course, and for this, I am very proud of you all. I am particularly pleased and more so inspired by these students because unlike most, they must overcome great challenges in order to achieve this basic human right. For some, it's physical challenges. For some, it's cognitive challenges. For some, psychological challenges. And for others, medical challenges. And for some, even more inspiring because it's all of the above. This is also why I want the focus of the words I share with you this afternoon to be on the students and their commitment, resilience, and dedication to receiving an education. Students of the Eslyn Henley Richiez Learning Center, I congratulate you on a job well done. We know it's not easy, but you've done it. Today, you are one step closer to achieving all of life's possibilities, as your hard work is proof that there is no challenge too great for you to overcome. And for that, we celebrate you. As the Education Officer for Special Education and Supervisor for Eslyn Henley Richiez Learning Center, I reaffirm my commitment to you, Ms. Huggins, the teachers, parents, and students of this school, to ensure we continue on the path of affording our children their basic human right to an education. In the case of these students, the work is even greater because we have to invest more time, more money, and resources to ensure that the opportunities afforded are equal to any other and second to none. We know the students wouldn't be here now had it not been for committed teachers and parents who make daily sacrifices and collaborate against all odds to ensure student success. You too deserve a round of applause. Because of the commitment I see from you, coupled with mutual concerns, I am even more motivated to advocate for the necessities to support you and our students. The Honorable Minister, Madam CEO, as well as my supervisor, the Deputy CEO, they can all attest to my dedication to students with special needs, not just at Eslyn Henley Richiez Learning Center, but in the entire territory, as I work daily to ensure students' rights are protected and that they have an equal opportunity to an education. One thing I am certain of is the ministry's commitment to special education, and I know that I can expect the same going forward. While there is certainly more work to be done, I would like to recognize the effort that the Honorable Minister Myron V. Walwyn and the Ministry of Education have invested thus far. So thank you. In closing, I once again congratulate you, the students, for what you have accomplished, the parents for being such committed partners in this process, and to the staff of the Eslyn Henley Richiez Learning Center on a job well done. The road is long and the journey is rough, but I encourage you not to become weary in well-doing because your labor of love is not in vain. Once again, congratulations to all of you, and thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Thomas. At this time, let us welcome our Acting Chief Education Officer, Mrs. Connie George, as she gives her remarks. Put your hands together.
Good afternoon. The minister is scheduled to share remarks on your program. However, due to other commitments at the House of Assembly, I am going to fill in on his behalf. So I bring you apologies on his behalf this afternoon. I am sure he would like me to say he's sorry that he cannot be here, because definitely this is one of the places where he receives a lot of love. He can be sure that that's what he will get when he comes here. So I will just simply want to say, I will begin by saying I'm amazed. I am absolutely amazed at all the things that have been coming from Eslyn Henley School. And you listen to the report from the principal. I knew it, but to hear the summary, really, they deserve a round of applause. A special education teacher is someone who works with children and youth who have a variety of disabilities. Children with special needs require unique instructions by specially trained professionals to help them to achieve their highest potential and strive to progress beyond their limitations. I want to salute the staff of this institution. You teach life skills and basic literacy. You modify the general education curriculum, like you heard the principal saying today, to meet the child's needs and provide required instruction. I salute you for the great job that you're doing. Now, with the development of the Student Support Services Unit in the Ministry of Education, I have been learning over the last few months all the specialized areas that would complete the requirements for this school. And I am now understanding all that has to be done with some measure, with all that has been done with success, without so many of the needed skills and specialties. And you, again, I heard you listing some of them. And I heard Ms. Bino listing some of the areas that we were able to get going, but there's so many missing. Nonetheless, as the principal put it, she's turning water into wine. and it is definitely the truth. I encourage field trips. I encourage schools all along, because my background is social studies, to go out and take the students out. I didn't have a shortage of letters coming in requesting field trips from this school. When I saw where they were going, I was like, really? What? But I want to say thanks again, because they have exposed the students, just like every other school, to areas of the community, activities, etc. I attended their concert, their sports days. And again, in everything they're doing, I see one thing. They're stimulating and challenging the minds of these students. And I have to say that the students rose to every challenge that was brought their way, every single one. So students, this afternoon, I congratulate you for a job well done. You were in place, on time, and doing exactly what was expected of you. It takes a special gift to do all that is being done. I salute the teachers of this institution. Put your hands together for them. Parents, thank you. Thank you for the job that you are doing. Thank you for the support that you have been given to the institution. And we commit ourselves one more time to doing the best we can at the Ministry of Education to move this program continuously forward. They are our children. They were part of the Ministry of Education's mandate and our entire scheme of strategic plans, and we are endeavoring every day to do bit by bit more to build this package. So possibly by the next year when I come back, Miss Huggins would be able to say, well, she got some wine and not water. This afternoon, we are going to be saying goodbye to Miss Fonseca. And I understand that Miss Fonseca, she has been at the institution for quite some time, but we will miss her. I'm sure everyone will miss her from the institution. So put your hands together for Miss Fonseca and her faithful dad, who is ever present. Put your hands together for him. I trust that this is not the end, but there will be other avenues open to her that she can continue to grow and become the person that she is to become. And with those words, again, I want to simply say congratulations to this great institution, and we look forward to working with you next school year, building some more on what is here. Bit by bit, I'm sure we will accomplish. Thank you very much, and may the Lord truly bless each one of you.
All right, at this point in time, you have 10 minutes just to relax, look at a nice 10-minute movie, and get a little picture of all the amazing things that happen at Eslyn Henley Richiez Learning Center in 1 year. This is just a very minute portion of what really happens. If we were to show you everything, you'd be here sitting down for a feature movie. We don't have any popcorn and no Coca-Cola. So it's just 10 minutes.
May the good Lord be with you down every road you roll. And may sunshine and happiness And in my heart you will.
Now, first of all, it's very important that you know she loved God. She loved her God. And when she talks about God, she always calls him Papa God. There are like times when it's going to rain and you want to have an outside function. She would say, don't worry, Papa God is going to hold the clouds. Even when we have like storm is coming, a hurricane is coming, she would say, there's no need to worry, don't be afraid. Papa God is going to take good care of us.
And in my heart you will remain forever young, forever young, forever young, forever young,
When I go the
believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. Everybody's searching for a hero. People need someone to look up to. I never found anyone who fulfilled my needs. A lonely place to be, and so I learned to depend on me. The greatest love of all is easy to achieve. Learning to love yourself is the greatest love of all. And if by chance that special place that you've been dreaming of leads you to a lonely place, find your strength in
It's time. We're going to have a selection from our children, our students. Put your hands together for them. Let them feel welcome.
Come on, say, my God is awesome. Come on, say, he can move mountains. Keep me in the valley. Come on, say it, hide me from the rain. That's it. My God is awesome. Come on, heals me when I'm broken. Strength where I've been weakened. Forever he'll reign. Come on, you got it. My God is awesome. Come on, say, he can move mountains. Keep me in the valley. Hide me from the rain. Has he ever covered you? Come on, my God is awesome. Heals me when I'm broken. Strength where I've been weakened. Forever he'll reign. One word, come on everybody. My God. My God is awesome. Come on, somebody lift your voice. Awesome. If you know he's been good, say it. Awesome. 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 Say my God. My God is awesome. Come on, if you know he's been good to you, testify. Awesome. Somebody ought to lift your voice. Awesome. 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 My God. My God is awesome. Come on, look back over your life. Awesome. And see where the Lord has brought you from. Awesome. 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 Let's talk about why he's awesome. You said, he's mighty. 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 Awesome. Awesome. Somebody ought to lift your voice and celebrate. Awesome. If you know he's been good, you said, he's holy. 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 Awesome. Awesome. Somebody ought to lift your voice and testify. Awesome. If you know he's been good, you said, he's great. He's great. He's great. He's great. He's great. He's great.
And I also want to recognize the presence of quite a number of educators that are here, and the parents. I'm seeing Miss Prudence Matavius, good afternoon, and our education officer and special education officers. At this time, I'd like to invite our acting chief education officer to join us on the podium. All right, we call to the podium Alicia McDonald. This afternoon, Alicia is receiving her awards for helpfulness, reading readiness, conversational skills, computer skills, music appreciation, leadership skills, and completion of ASDAN New Horizon course. We now call Shamario Patrick. Shamario receives his award for good work in numeracy, writing and reading readiness, practical activities, good behavior, great interest in academics, and completion of ASDAN New Horizon course. Tasha Isles. Tasha receives her award for participation, consistency in timekeeping, leadership skills, reading, and completion of her ASDAN Transition Challenges course. Francesca Remy. Francesca receives her award for great participation in physical education, very helpful in culinary arts, good awareness of classroom academic studies, most well-behaved student, demonstration of awareness of music appreciation, improvement in interpersonal behavior and social development, and completion of her ASDAN New Horizon course. Tahi Lloyd. Tahi receives his award for helpfulness, general knowledge, functional vocabulary, comprehension skills, gardening skills, interest and skill in recycling arts, leadership skills, and completion of ASDAN New Horizon course. Antonio Castello. Antonio receives his award for academic progress, improved social skills, consistency in daily preparation, willingness to participate, and completion of his ASDAN New Horizon course. Okay, Devon Harrigan. Devon is receiving his award for very good work in problem solving. Following instructions, practical activities, writing readiness, good behavior, appreciation of music and singing, perfect attendance, and completion of ASDAN New Horizon course. Akeem Frank. Akeem receives his award for improvement in attendance, academic growth, improvement in communication and social skills, and completion of ASDAN New Horizons course. Kadeem Smith. Kadeem receives his award for talent and skill in music, class participation, helpfulness, willingness, and completion of ASDAN Transition Challenge course. Shamoy Manning. Shamoy receives his award for helpfulness, improvement in social skills, motivation to improve, improvement in conversational skills, and completion of ASDAN Transition Challenge course. Alton Norley. Alton receives his award for very good work in reading readiness. good work in communication skills, good work in social skills, good work in fixing puzzles, and following instructions. Very good work in following instructions. Good behavior and great interest in learning and completion of his ASDAN New Horizon course. Alton Norley. Finally, we have Rhea Fonseca. Rhea receives her award for demonstration of knowledge and awareness of music appreciation, communicates wants and needs by gesturing, great participation in PE, good progress in interpersonal behavior and social development, special achievement in academic studies, and completion of ASDAN New Horizon course. And there you have it, our students' awards. There you have it, our student awards for the school year 2016-2017. Please give them a round of applause. Thank you very much to our Acting Chief Education Officer, Mrs. George, and our Parent of the Year, Mrs. Norley, and the teachers who assisted. Thank you very much. Okay, at this time, I'm going to remain here for another special event. Every year at our award ceremony, we have a special crowning. You know we have a king and a queen here, right? Mr. and Miss Eslyn Henley Richiez Learning Center. This afternoon, I will present to you our former Mr. and Miss Eslyn Henley Richiez Learning Center, who will take their final walk and join me here to assist in crowning the new Mr. and Miss Eslyn Henley Richiez Learning Center. I invite Mr. Tahi Lloyd to take Miss Tasha Isles and escort her up to the podium, please. Over the past academic year, Mr. Lloyd and Miss Tasha Isles, or former Mr. and Miss EHRLC, participated willingly in performances, the general knowledge and spelling bee competitions, exhibition races during inter-primary school sports, as well as participation in our EHRLC Sports Day. I now invite Mr. Lloyd to escort Miss Isles on your final walk down the aisle as our reigning Mr. and Miss Eslyn Henley Richiez Learning Center. To be selected as Mr. and Miss Eslyn Henley Richiez Learning Center, a student must be in attendance at the school for at least 2 years, exhibit good attendance, punctuality, and regularity habits at school, have good behavior, be well-rounded, and be an intermediate or senior student at EHRLC. Thank you very much, Mr. Lloyd and Miss Isles. On behalf of EHRLC principal, teachers, and students, I take pleasure in presenting our new Mr. and Miss Eslyn Henley Richiez Learning Center in the persons of Mr. Shamario Patrick, Mr. Patrick, I would like you to now go down and you're going to find Miss Eslyn Henley Richiez Learning Center in the person of Alicia McDonald. Okay, you're gonna bring her up the podium. Shamario, bring Alicia up. Let's go. Take her to her seat. And I now invite our former Mr. and Miss Eslyn Henley to crown our new royalty. Okay, thank you, Mr. Lloyd and Miss Isles. Our new Mr. and Miss EHRLC will now take their first walk as our reigning couple. All right, we say thank you to all of them and enjoy your reign for the new school year. Thank you very much.
Put your hands together and welcome Miss Malone.
Afternoon. It gave me great pleasure to recognize the contribution of our parents of the life of Eslyn Henley. On the behalf of the principal, staff, and students, I would like to give great thanks to Miss Martina Norley for her active participation in all our school function and representing the school well as Parents of the Year 2016-2017. Miss Norley. To be selected as Parents of the Year, a parent must be a parent at the school for 2 years or more, demonstrate contribution, monetary or time, attend PTA and school function regularly, have a positive relationship with staff members. So on behalf of the Eslyn Henley principal, teachers and students, I want to take the opportunity to announce our new Parent of the Year for the year 2017-2018. And nobody else but Miss Tashina Sowell. Tashina Sowell for Parent of the Year. The Parent of the Year will fulfill her duties during our coming school year. I know she didn't expect it. It's a pleasure. Give her a big hand. Give her a big hand. She's been working hard before. She didn't expect this one. Okay. Okay.
At the same, Mrs. V. Huggins, exiting student.
I call Miss Thomas and Mrs. George to the podium with me, please. As Mrs. George mentioned, we will be exiting the school. And it has been a pleasure to have you at Eslyn Henley since 2002. And now it's time for us to say bye. Weir will be awarded 2 certificates, one from the Ministry of Education and Culture and one from the school, signed by the Chief Education Officer, the Minister of Education, and myself. And this is to certify that Ria has completed the prescribed requirements by the Ministry of Education and Culture. In addition to her certificates, coming from the Ministry of Education, Ria receives an iPad. Okay, while we are very gracious in giving gifts, we have some other gifts on the table in which we want to present. Okay, Miss Klein. Yes, Miss Klein. We have a small token of our appreciation to give you, thanking you for all that you've been doing for us. Our PE teacher, Miss Frederick. Our janitor, Miss Robin. Miss Butcher, we really appreciate what you have been doing for us and with us. So come on up, Miss Butcher. Thank you very much, Miss Thomas, and at this time let me call back Mr. George. Teachers, I don't want you to see me cry again. So I'm with a smile. I just want to show you or let you know that I really appreciate all that you've been doing for the school. You've really put the school on the map. I hope I can see the world map. Okay? And I really want to show my appreciation. And in advance, please accept my token of appreciation. Mrs. Lewis. Miss Nims Foster. Teacher Sally. Mrs. Christopher. Miss Malone. And last but not least, when we have some other gifts here but the persons aren't here, how can we ever forget Teacher Vita or Sister Vita? Sister Vita, we are happy to have you on board. Okay, at this time I will call all the teachers up because we have one more presentation to make. Okay, thank you very much, Mrs. George.
We think you are special.
S, you are strong.
P, you are purposeful.
E, you are easygoing. C, you are caring. I, you are inspirational. A, you are ambitious.
L, you are loving. And that spells Mr. Fonseca. Mr. Fonseca, you're always around So what we did, we had to do it behind your back so that you don't know what's happening. We really want to show our appreciation to you. Over the years, he has been with us in every single thing. Name it. He has been there. He has been there for us. And Mr. Fonseca, we really want to show appreciation. So at this time, we ask you to come, and all of us are going to, I don't know how we're going to work it, but we are going to give you our love.
Okay, good.
You're welcome. This certificate is awarded to Mr. Fonseca for your invaluable contribution and continuous support to this school.
Good afternoon to everyone. The protocol already established, so good afternoon to you all. Today is bittersweet for me. Bittersweet meaning that this is my family here. I came back home in 2007, and these guys here have been my daughter and myself, Rock. Example real quick, Mrs. Nibs faster to the end. Whenever I need something advice, I could have gone to her. Miss Princess, Lois, Huggins, and lady here. Those were my late shift workers, meaning that they allowed me to go to work on my cruise ship. Days when ships I had to go and work and finish late. Then I had a morning crew. Mrs. Christopher, Miss Addison is not here today, but they started normally be on the job from 7:30. So I could have gone to work. I could have gone to work again very early and come back a little late. Over the years, guys, I just want to thank you all. Me and my daughter would say a big thank you to you all. Again, you all are a very big part of us, our lives. And we are going into uncharted waters now. I kind of dreaded this day. It's bittersweet for me because it's a new page to turn over. And as Miss Thomas said earlier, it has to be something else for her. I'll ask you all to keep her in your prayers. Keep us in our prayers. And we'll do the same. School, you all know, I'm always part of the school. If I'm away from here, I'm always part of the school. So again, thank you all, and I salute you guys, okay?
Well done. Congratulations. At this time, Teacher Sally will come and give a vote of thanks.
Good afternoon. It's a joy day, a special day. Thank you, Lord. I call Mrs. Cuba, please come here. Thank you so much. It's in Henley. Thank you so much, okay? Thank you, Minister of Education and Culture, and parents, friends, teachers, students, principal. Thank you for coming every time the hour ceremony, the Eslyn Henley Learning Research Center. Thank you so much. Have a good afternoon.